Another sunset riftjaw. Curses.
Curses blast.
Right, I'm nearly at second lava cave.
Nice.
If you can go all the way out and come all the way back in the time it takes us to catch one neon dory, I'm gonna be very sad.
2.
This doesn't
Oh no
count.
no, just 1. No, it does.
count.
It does count though. For you have to like statistic numbers. It has to count, right?
Oh, in terms of like probability of catching, I guess.
Yeah, yeah. So, but honest, like 2, in how long? That's a long ass time, you know. Now, granted, we're not using the best lures, but or any, but still, it's ridiculous. Ah, ah!
He's got the neon. Got the neon. Get it, John. Get it.
I'm trying. The thing's so small.
So much pressure. So much pressure.
I'm okay now. Like in the beginning, though, that was.
Put the little thing in the fishy.
Oh my god.
Yay!
Hold on, crap. This is a 97% quality. Look at this thing. It's so big. Look at it. It's gone. Yeah, man.
I love it
That
how we trusted the Ellie to go through the Ellie trap.
I'm not gonna lie, it's for the content. I'm just waiting for the yelling. My horse is burning. For a moment, you'll have a fire horse.
True. It'll basically be a dreadmouth.
Yep. Oh my god. Don't even get me started on that.
Right. Out of the lava.
Uh,
Into the frying pan?
Two. Yes, pretty much. See any more drakes? Now I know I'm just looking for the little blue fish. Just like go cross-eyed. Nope, it's green.
Alright.
No! 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 I did it again!
Yeah.
Son of a
Oh,
bitch!
no.
Yeah, well, your spot seems pretty good at least. Let me go. Where are you?
Yeah, come over here. Come over here.
I'm gonna just stay where you are. I'm gonna just check the pots real quick. It's on the way.
Yeah. I'm watching this thing fly about and drop fart pods. So they exist in the gas area? Oh yeah, they do. Yeah. I hope that's you walking up behind me, Mike. I really do.
1,000 ashen drones.
Yeah, so like I'm trying to line up between the two rocks.
You do the casting out as far as you can.
Kinda. I mean, I haven't figured out I feel like if you go too high, it goes short. So you heard me screaming, and then you look at my stream and you see me mess it up. It's like, no.
Yeah, we've got like 2 seconds to look at your screen and watch it happen.
Sad. I have like no food bonuses, nothing.
Ah, shit.
Ashen smog. That just sounds like a good time. Are we in Lord of the Rings? The smog?
Upper small.
This won't do anything to us, right? Little known fact. Catch more neon dories during an ashen fog.
Yeah, no, no.
We'll just let the first-hand experience prove it.
We're just gonna leg it.
So there's no way this actually hurts us. Because how does it change anything? We're still breathing through our suits, you know?
Yeah. I mean, I kind of forgot about seeds.
It's bullshit. And how are we taking damage from the ashen fog? Like,
Very heavy ash, right?
what is it? A block of ash that falls on your head? Like,
That's all okay.
oh god. The ashes are hot. They don't look hot. They're white. They're completely white. No, not like there was the ember one that makes sense, but not the ash one. Oh, taking damage. Do we just take this to the face or what?
I'm taking it to the face.
I'm heading, so I'm gonna take the damage. Use this time to read up about Neon Glory.
This is the plan right here. No. This is where it's at.
Yeah,
Ow.
Neon Dory's 5% chance.
Yeah, it's rough.
It spawns in this area, I suppose.
We've caught a few of them, so we know they exist. It's just ridiculous. Freaking 95% chance crippling depression, 5% chance neon dory. It's horrible.
Wow. Hopefully with the hooks, we'll be fine.
Yeah.
And I am now back, basically.
Nice.
Oh yeah, so rubber lure, sorry. 80% chance to catch rare fish, so that would be nice.
Yeah. How many rubber lures did you make?
A lot.
Lovely.
I made
Hi.
a mix of several. Hi.
No, hello. Give me some of them rubber lures.
Yes.
I want a lure. Am I saying it right? I'm pretty sure I'm saying it right.
It's perfect. You know, I don't know how I cast out of here, but I can.
Ah, nice. I'm gonna see if I can cast out the window.
There you go. There's in the box. There's some.
Lovely.
Yeah, cast out the window.
I mean,
Solid.
it makes sense in real life. You could, if you were good, you know.
Be a bit of a pain, but I'm sure you could. Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you bring a fishing bench with yours?
I did, but I can't put it down because the horses are in the way.
Yeah, fair.
Which one is it? The white jelly or the rubber?
You can use either, I think.
Where's the rubber lord? Did we get any of those?
Yeah, there should be some.
I only see white jelly. I'll try white jelly.
You can also check my horse. Oh, no. The dog tag lures should also work. Yeah, it didn't work.
The fuck's cast with the new law? I like how you don't need LOS or any sort of sight or line to it. It's just there. Like I casted it and walked back in the house and it's like, that's fine. I got that wireless, that 5G hook.
That's done.
What you know about Ark? We got the 5G water. The 5G power is actually possible, but the not efficient in any way, shape, or form. Ah,
Yeah, it dumps so much energy into it. Yeah. Charge anything at any rate to make
you
sense.
could run an LED maybe. But I mean,
Probably
think about stop giving me sunset ripjaws, you mother trucker. Like an element generator, right? Like that is such future tech. So here's a fun question. If
There's
we
not
were
element generators yet in America.
you slut. If we were to find something that would propel us ahead, what would it be? Would it be a power source? Would it be a new compound? What do you think it would be?
I would say.
Better batteries.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Actually, no, I was gonna say that. Battery tech, yeah.
Battery, that makes sense. I mean, and those could either come from a new power source or a new compound, right? Because we've had a new compound that we could use to store or to create something that would store energy.
Yeah, it's like super dense, solid state battery type thing. Yeah, that'd be good. Be cheap to manufacture. Yeah, because generating power is not really the problem right now.
No.
I know this gets talked about an awful lot, but generating power is not really that hard. Distributing the power is a pain, and it's why we largely still use oil, because
It's also
oil you can
incredibly
transport.
inefficient.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, but you can transport it really easily. Whereas electricity is kind of a pain to transport.
Mhm.
Surprisingly.
So if we could come up, you know, whether it be through any system, if we come up with a battery pack, an enhanced battery pack, that would push us farther.
It's hard to say because obviously pushing farther you can measure it in a number of different ways, right?
Yeah.
This is a subject I freaking love, like futurology.
Future
but,
tech.
Yeah, it kind
Cool.
of depends how, because to push us forwards, there's so many different dimensions to pushing us forwards, culturally,
Yeah,
socially,
defined.
technologically, from an engineering perspective or from a science
I
perspective.
mean,
like,
pure technology, like pure. You know, hey, we can do more because we have this, or we can have more. Like you could have a phone that can do this, or you can have a computer that does this. Because you think about like, let's look at computers for example. So you have this computer right now. I have a computer, right? And my power supply, I have a 3070. My power supply is 1300 watts. Now, do I use 1300 watts? Absolutely not. Right? I don't know exactly how much I use, to be fair. But I highly doubt it's 1300 watts per hour. But you have, that's not a 40 series, right? That's not a 50 series. So if the mode of making graphics cards is just making a semi cheap system and just pumping a shit ton of power through it to get your results, you know, you're gonna kind of get to the point where, okay, this is now too much power. So I wonder, you know, how they're going to advance that as well. They're going to have more efficient systems. Are they going to, so I mean, it's just, I like things how kind of, I'm curious how things will progress in that aspect.
I think one of the biggest measures of the progression of any society is its total energy consumption. So
Yeah.
I'm very much pro energy.
I mean, I'm pro energy. I'm pro us having energy. but problem is everything requires it. Right? Everything.
It's not just everything requires it, but it's also the limitation on a lot of technology as well. Is like robotics, for example. Like, what's holding us back from robotics? It's having like high density portable power sources.
Mm-hmm.
Because you can build a robot, that's not a problem, right? It's, you know, you can build a humanoid robot. It's just it can, you know, run for half an hour and then runs out of batteries.
They're not economic. What's the word?
Yeah.
They're super bulky. They're not. So you could make it even so that it runs for longer, but it's just not logical. Right? It's like the first computer.
Electric planes only aren't a thing because of the density of power storage is a problem. You could make bigger robotics that could last longer and lift more if you have better power. You have electric cars that could run for 5 days straight, you know, without having to charge.
Is there a way? So what's the ratio of? And I'm gonna say this, and it's gonna be really stupid because it's not going to. There's no way to like necessarily quantify this, but like a ratio of power to work. Does that make sense? Whereas, if you're able to say, okay, well, I have a 500 watt cell, and I can run this for a certain amount of time. You know what I mean? Is there a way to improve that, or is that ratio relatively static and the only option is to store more? Does that make sense?
So, are we talking about? So, storage capacity obviously is one thing, and then the speed at which it can be released.
Well, it's not just the speed, because I mean, the demand, right? If you could get like say if you have a machine that's lifting something, right? And you need a certain amount of power, watts, volt, but you need a certain amount to you need a certain amount of electricity, certain amount of power to lift something, or to run the system to lift something, right? Because if you're underpowered, it's not gonna, the engine's not gonna be able to lift it. So is there a way to like change that? So you're looking at these robotics, you're saying, that require a battery to run, but they require, or the battery changes fast, or the battery runs out fast, I should say, because it drains consistently at a certain rate. Is there a way to change that rate just by reducing function or changing the efficiency of the function? You know what I mean? Like, I'm guessing progression is occurring in little bits in each direction.
Yeah, because so this is like, so there are batteries that have better energy density than lithium ion, and there are batteries which can store a lot more. There's batteries which can discharge and charge faster and all this kind of stuff. The reason why lithium ion is so popular is because it's kind of a really good middle ground of all these things. They don't use lithium ion batteries on the International Space Station, for example. They've got some other, I don't know what it is, they've got something else. But they
Is it
just
lithium
cost
iron?
a lot. I don't think it's lithium based. I think it's something else. But the point is, it's like better than lithium ion in most ways, except it costs a ton more money to produce, right? Whereas lithium ion is like good value for money and good on most of the other things. It's kind of the sweet spot
Relatively, yeah.
So yeah, you got trade-offs on in all ways, and one of the things they definitely look at is the discharge rate as well, and it's not only the rate in which you can pull power out of the battery, it's also the consistency over time, because you like, yeah, great, maybe you can pull energy out faster, but like if you've got a really crap curve on that, then it's really hard to build something which, you know, can handle a big change in the power output over time. So you want it to have like a flat distribution as well, and all that kind of stuff when you pull the energy out. So yeah, there's tons and tons of different trade-offs for different materials, but you need it to basically, you've got to pull energy out relatively fast. You need it to be able to have a flat distribution as it discharges. You need it to be stable under a lot of different conditions, which lithium ion is not great at, admittedly. And you also need to be cheap to manufacture or cost-effective to manufacture. You need like all these different high capacity as well. Yeah, all the stuff.
So I was looking at getting a little. I got a battery backup because I work from home, obviously, and I need to have power for my laptop and stuff. So the different types that I saw, two major types that came up, which is the lithium iron and the lithium ion, and they said lithium iron is it has a better like long-term lifespan, and it's able to, I forget the second part, but it's like if we could get away from, but like it wasn't that much of a change. You know what I mean? It was more expensive to manufacture, but it was more stable, had a better lifespan, it had more, you know, cycles.
Yeah,
But it still like kind of suffers the same issue that lithium ion does. It's still a battery, right? And as much as like I'm tempted to get a generator, just like a 4,000, 3,000 watt generator just to have as a backup, it's just, I mean, cost wise per watt, generators are going to be cheaper.
I mean,
but
you kind of want to be able to store it if you can as well. I suppose you can just run a generator on gasoline for as long as you want, really, couldn't you?
well, the problem with generators and why I don't like them is because everything's mechanical, and right, while it's easier to fix with parts because it's mechanical, right? You once you learn the engine, you're good, right? You can learn how to fix parts. You need to whereas if you have a battery powered system or an electrical system that relies on a battery, you can't fix that. You know what I mean? If something doesn't work,
chemicals, right?
yeah, exactly. It's not safe. It's really not safe. So, but I mean, also, like for the battery that I have, I just need to make sure it has a very slow drain, right? So I check it like every week or something to make sure it's not draining too much. I keep it at 85%. I don't, you know, drain it past 30%. It's like those are battery health things to do. But like I never have to do it. There's no physical maintenance to it, right? Whereas if I get a generator and then run it, I have to you have to drain it, make sure that it's cleaned out, you know, make sure the carburetor isn't going bad, make sure, you know what I mean? There's all sorts of like maintenance things you have to do. And it's frustrating in a situation where it's like, I don't really need this except one time I need it, you know? Oh, fuck.
So, I would say, like, from a mechanical perspective, the simplest is going to be solar panel, right? Because it's just a sheet of silicon, essentially. So, like, there's no moving parts, right? It's pretty straightforward. But then, yeah, you do have the energy capture problem if you actually want to run stuff when it's not sunny.
Well, there's so much more to that as well, though, because solar, I'm not gonna fuck this one up actually. Solar relies on please catch this. Solar relies on like the time of day. There's so many factors that affect your output, I should say. Time of day, angle, like there's so many ways to fuck up your solar input, and it's kind of, I don't want to say unreliable, but I experimented with some solar stuff, and we were messing with the angles of the solar panel, and you know, depending on the time of day and the angle of the panel versus the sun and everything else, it's just like we were getting nothing output wise.
So what we got at the cabin is solar and wind as well.
Yeah.
Plus like 10 70-kilo lead acid batteries to store. So you can run like a laptop, a couple of phones off that pretty much all day without any issues.
Well, that, yeah. How come I'm not hitting these things?
It's also snow base. It's not like crazy sunny or anything, but decent wind at least.
I can't hit these drifters. Can you guys see them flying over us? No. There's one like to the left of me that's coming around fairly close, but I can't shoot him with my bow for some reason. But yeah, it's interesting because like people advertise solar as this, you know, super great thing, and it is on a it is nice to clean on a, you know, how do you say, I don't want to say an industrial level, but for I don't know, it's just not, I can't shoot this guy.
Sometimes the drifters are like lagged into the wrong position. I found sometimes they just
What are we taking damage from, guys? Is it from the storm? I don't think so.
Oh, the horses.
What's sulfuric upheaval?
Might be gas.
Do we want to do something about this? Because we're all gonna die.
The horses.
You die as well. Can we replace the windows? Maybe that work.
I had to unstick myself. Am I over there?
Yeah.
It's the acid in the pools. We need to get the horses out there.
Where did that go? So what do we need to do, Aubrey? Just run the horses as far as we can.
Run the horses out. I don't know who's.
How far do we have to go? Like outside of the lava territory, or what are we talking about?
Just not outside the lava territory, but away from this pit. Might be
Really,
easiest
game?
to just unstick. Yeah, just unstuck your horse. Get on the horse, unstick yourself.
Go this way, Mike.
Just unstuck yourself is the easiest way to get out.
Yep.
I'll try that again.
That's weird. So how are we not going to take damage in this storm?
We're gonna take damage in the storm. I can make a little box base up here, maybe?
Yeah, let's try that. Because it's coming
Where I
quick.
am.
Where did you go?
I just unstuck myself. I'm above, I think.
I've got 8 stone floors and 2 walls here.
Put them. You went up the cliff, Obs?
I don't know where I am.
See where Mike is. I can go to Mike.
This apparently does not count as shelter. Sadly.
How?
Yep, this doesn't count as shelter either.
I mean, the storm's almost over, so.
Food
That's fucked up.
and health potions. Don't forget those.
Yep.
Oh, quick thinking, managed to get the horses out.
Yeah.
Well done.
So what? This is a sulfuric upheaval. Sulfuric
Yeah.
upheaval. Except unfortunately, I'm taking all sorts of damage from exposure.
Yeah, at least the horses run.
Yeah.
Yeah, just keep eating those health potions if you need.
So it's weird. I can shoot these out of the sky, but I can't shoot the other ones.
Okay.
Alright. Let's head on back.
Alright.
Oh, no, they're still taking damage though.
This storm's not over.
Yeah, storm exposure's going down now, but yeah, still taking damage.
Well, it's because the I mean, it still has the storm.
Gas pits, yeah.
I'll do some fishing.
There's a red back here dying to the gas. I kind of want to put it out of its misery. I can just see the numbers ticking it down. It's so close to dying.
Sad.
Oh, even the drifters are dying to the gas. Huh. And so did the redback. Bye.
It looked like our place was taking damage.
Yeah, I think it damages walls a bit.
Concrete too. So that was anything on the water.
Mm,
I mean, even though we're fine here, right?
yeah.
So
Apart from the storm exposure.
yeah, but I mean, how were we taking damage over there when we were above water anyway?
Gas, I guess.
I called BS.
Alright. Need another 5 fishy boys.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, our catch rate has gone up drastically with these lures. Oh, have you tried messing with the traps as well?
Yeah, I have, yeah. Haven't had any luck yet.
Mm.
See if the trap survived the storm. Go have a look.
Freaking buffalo over here disturbing my fishing.
Just walking under my line.
Mm-hmm.
Do you mind, sir?
Sir? Yeah, I do. I mean, I would never. If a buffalo wants to do that, he's gonna do it. Like,
I'll do it.
you know, these buffaloes are much smaller.
What did the buffalo say to his kid when he went to university?
I don't know.
Bye, son.
Yeah,
damn
this whole
it.
wall just disappeared.
Mike picked some up, I think, to get the horses out.
I picked some up and I tried to put it back down again, and even though I had a green silhouette right there, when I placed it, it just went somewhere else. So they're probably in the ground somewhere now. Yeah, play the game.
How to fuck with your players 101.
Yeah.
Remember that really expensive item you made? You have limited amounts of? It's in the wall. It's in the ground.
New. It's 5 meters in the ground. Can be real dark.
Mm-hmm. Do we want to sleep? Because I haven't been catching any of these neon dories at night. There was one at dusk. So maybe we wait a little longer.
Yeah, most does.
And the most were like 9 a.m., 10 a.m.
Titan ripped.
Sounds like a great, you know, uber ridiculous fish.
Mm.
I so I have a GPU and there's an integrated cooling system to it, and it was making like the, what was it? When it wasn't running, I guess, because it only runs when the GPU gets to a certain temperature. So when it wasn't running, it was making like a clicking noise. And then I turned on Arc the other day and turned up the settings, just because I was messing with it to see if it would crash, and it like fixed itself and it hasn't made the ticking noise since. And I was like, what the heck?
Don't worry about it.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean,
I
fixing some things are wrong.
I know, right? I mean, I'm kind of worried about it, to be honest. Glad our horses didn't die. Imagine walking out of here. That would be something else. Even though my horse seems to disregard the module that I have for it. Do we not have another wall for that?
Oh, I think it's one at my house.
But do we want to sleep?
Yeah.
Oh, I'll just do my last reeling.
Sure.
Oceanic piranha.
What the?
Anyone want to light that fire on fire?
That works.
I'm not feeling it.
Alright, let's sleep.
I haven't got any fuel, so
I do.
someone
I
has
do.
fuel.
I got some sticks.
Nah, I got logs. It's fine.
Oh yeah, I've got some logs too. There you go.
Put them out again, maybe not after we've slept. So I don't know. It puts on shield, I suppose. I won't be here much longer though, 'cause I'm about to catch all the rest of the neons. Trust
All
me,
5 of
guys.
them at once.
Yeah. You've got 5 neons on your rod.
Finish closing the door.
Ready? Passed in at the same time. Everyone catches the neon.
Boom. 3. Done.
Easy.
Next. Another.
Let's go home. 13 Ashen Drakes just sat outside our base waiting.
Oh, I love it. Talk dirty to me, Mike.
Then we found an Ashen Drake.
An Ashen Drake. And then after that, there was another Ashen Drake.
Oh, baby. Can only take so much. Ashen Drakes, that is.
That sounds horrible.
What do you call yours, Drift? I call mine the Ashen Drake.
The Ashen Drake. Sounds
You
like
see it
something
all-
from Game of Thrones. I got the 5-inch Punisher. I have the Ashen Drake.
The Ashen Drake is grey and knobbly. Just like it's meant to be.
It's spiked for pleasure.
It's spiked for really nobody's pleasure, actually.
Spiked for suffering.
But don't worry,
You know,
it'll be over quick.
we've been through a wide range of conversations today. It's been good. Fishing really brings out the worst of us.
5 more fish.
I know, right? I was just like, just get me out of here, please. I can't stand it. Come on, game devs. Maybe it was our fault because we didn't use good lures, right? So we would have caught more of these neon dories.
Oh, it's not a neon dorado, it's a freaking ember dorado. Well, that's
Really? Rude.
We don't any Dorados.
I think she meant dory. Hey Mike, go in admin mode and just spawn us some dories. It's fine.
Infinite doors.
Unlimited dories. When you click the button and it's blue, not green. Or it's green, not blue. It's real sad.
Miss me with that green shit. I'm going crazy today, guys. I've been fishing for like an hour straight now.
I know. Like I'm starting to lose it. That was what I was laughing. I'm just like, God, I'm laughing at this dumb shit. Oh man.
Yeah.
Now, if anyone needs a break to go and shoot some ashen drakes, they can.
I feel like we're gonna be able to get them fairly quickly.
Yeah, I think so.
It's kind of like this done with.
It's just these 5. You know, Mike, it would be 3. All right, but I'm a moron. All right, it would be 3. I have to like tie my middle finger up in the air or something away from the cancel.
Yeah.
Do you ever do
Okay.
something where it's like you really don't want to click it, so you lift your fingers up in the air? Or is it just me? You guys just don't click it.
Yeah. Number of neon dories I've let go, 0. Number of times I've put my fingers in the air, 0.
You
Sorry.
bitch. No, it's funny.
Maybe I'll do that for now. I think it's one of these things where, like, the more you think to not do the thing, the more you want to do it. Right? The brain
Or
is
it's just like you get in the habit of click cancel, click cancel, click cancel. You get what you want, you click cancel. Oh, no!
yeah.
The worst part is like I'm realizing that it's there as my finger is going to click it. It's like
The moment of horror whilst the the instinct nerves go down your hand.
I'm not gonna lie to you, as I was talking about it, it happened. And my finger came down and hit the button, but it didn't depress it enough to end it.
Oh,
Thank God. I want to see that 10 turn into an 11 drip. Come on.
There it is.
yay.
Man, that's a big fish. Look at this. Look at him.